Hey everyone, it's Krystallee here. The truth behind infidelity that really many fail to admit. It's going to be a harsh reality, but somebody has to say it. And you've gone to couples counseling. They've given you the homework, suggestions that maybe they're a narcissist, you should leave them. But you don't want to. You want to work on this relationship. You deep down inside don't believe that's what you want. You've read some books that help you reconnect after infidelity, but you haven't been able to let go of the pain and resentment you're still holding on to and small things that trigger you. The ones that you didn't really see coming, like when they're out for too long and you start to think maybe they're cheating again. And you're starting to wonder in your mind, are they? Where are they? And it starts building anxiety. Starts to make you sweat. And you go down a tunnel of distress. And this is going to totally affect you more than you even know. You're going to be second guessing all the time. And the reason why you haven't been able to change it is because your mind hasn't actually come to terms to process the hurt. But the truth behind it is, it's more than just the infidelity that hurt you. In fact, the truth behind it is, it's been not so great in your relationship leading up to the infidelity. It's just been the causation. It's just been the end result of a very stressful relationship full of discord, arguing, feeling disconnected from one another. And it probably has been lacking affection, where you hug, kiss, show that spontaneous love. Give the person what they're looking for, support, emotional support, time to listen to them. It's probably because you've created a routine in your relationship where you just wake up and you tackle the day. Business as usual. And it has led to you drifting apart in your relationship, which has actually been the problems that led to the infidelity. It doesn't just happen out of nowhere, but we trick ourselves and lie to ourselves to think that's the only problem when actually it's much deeper rooted than that. Unfortunately, that's just been the outcome. And we step out of our relationships because there's discord within ourselves. We don't get what we're needing. We don't feel the love that we want. But most important about this is that we're not giving ourselves what we need and want. Sure, it's one thing to expect and demand and require that from someone else, but there are so many needs that we seem to outsource that in fact are things that we can give ourselves so we can feel more secure in how we feel about ourselves, so we don't act out in ways that hurt each other. And so there's been a pattern of communication in your relationship. Verbal communication and nonverbal communication. The thoughts that you think about yourself, the thoughts that you think about your partner create a situation, an event in your life, because you're thinking, which creates the feelings, which creates the way you respond in life or to that person or to a situation, which then creates the event or situation you find yourself in. And so the truth behind it all is that, yes, the infidelity occurred, but what was it like before that. Let's be critically honest with ourselves. And that's when you can actually do the healing work outside of the infidelity that occurred, but the deeply rooted issues that happened. And you can rebuild this relationship. There is hope for sure if you utilize the emotional detox method that I help people with. And that's when we deep dive into the actual infidelity and help you, when you want to, be critically honest with yourself. Admit to yourself the flaws in your relationship and how you have been withholding love from not just each other, but from yourself. When we can get back into a good feeling of who we are, feel more confident in ourselves, that's how we rebuild the relationship. We can't just rebuild it coming from that hurt person, that hurt place, hoping to remedy and patch things up. We really need to evolve into a new, renewed, refreshed version of ourselves in order to actually kickstart this relationship on the right foot again. And it's possible because not only do we dig deep into the problem, we find the identities that have been tied to this problem, how you've thought about yourself, how you've characterized yourself, how this has affected you and made you believe about yourself. Because once we challenge those beliefs of ourselves, it no longer has to be a part of us. But so many people are trying to make this work by still being the same version of themselves and not be critically open and honest with themselves. And that's the only way the emotional detox works. Because it actually is detoxing the negative emotions, the negative beliefs, the toxins in your body of your toxic relationship, your toxic behaviors that have been building and building to cause this event in your lives. And so this helps not only with the emotions that you're experiencing, but the body sensations that has been holding on to the problem. And as well, the thoughts that you want to think now, that you want to believe you can work through this marriage, that you can rise above, that you can make things work, are allowed space because we've let go of things that no longer helps us or serves us or is prevalent because we know we want something else. We just are finding it difficult to get there. So once you can admit this truth to yourself and you are ready to be open and honest and admit some truths to yourself and change the beliefs, shift your emotions and start to open back up to the actual true opportunity of being that evolved person that will repair their marriage without a shadow of a doubt, then get in touch with me. I would love to help you, guide you through the process of how we work together to gain that without years of therapy, where you do gain a renewed sense of yourself from just the first session. My link is in the comment box below, and also a complimentary audio that you can listen to if you see fit that, hey, you want to just try something new, just to give you a resource to start helping you work through the mental clutter that's going on in your mind and actually help you find direction into really healing from infidelity. I hope you're able to get some value out of that today. I'll see you soon.